Hey friends, I'm Noelle, longtime illustrator and equally longtime Valentine's Day enjoyer. Not because of the romance. I've never really been good at that. No, sir, what I'm here for is jokey cards. There's a million of these bad boys out there, and today we're adding some fuel to the fire by designing a few macabre editions of our own. Will I succeed in making spooky Valentine's cards, or will I succumb to my loneliness? Let's find out. So the first step is going to be making some thumbnails. I'm going to go ahead and make 4 for the 4 ideas that I'm most interested in. A heart that says, please don't hurt me. A little hand with the pinky cut off that says soulmates. I thought it'd be a fun little riff on the red string of fate. Some eyes that say, I don't know, notice me, senpai? That'd be funny. And a hand doing the little, K-pop heart thing that just says, Illy. Upon review, I'm going to do the heart and the eyes, because I'll level with you. I just don't have it in me today to draw some hands. So let's start with the heart. I'm going for kind of an old school anatomical illustration vibe. I want these illustrations to kind of look like they were made traditionally using print-making methods, like a risograph. I'm going to be using a lot of cross-hatching so that it kind of looks like something was etched and then block printed. And then I'm going to be using solid colors and adding a texture at the very end to make it look real nice. Drawing a heart, like an anatomical heart, was surprisingly really fun. There's a lot of weird little tubes and bits like that. If you kind of get the general diamond shape down, it becomes a lot easier to place everything within there. I'm using this bold lines inking brush that I really like. It has a little bit of a texture to it, to the outside edge, that really makes it look organic. I also use this brush in all of my D&D creature and item illustrations. So if you watch that video, you'll see some similarities. It's just a brush that I really, really like right now. I fiddled with several different versions of the ribbon before deciding on just using one that I had downloaded from a typography pack. I added some fraying and texture to the ribbon so that it matched the heart better. Added my text, please don't hurt me. I think it looks nice. I used the font Nathan. And in all lowercase, I think it has a real aesthetic to it. I futz around with the colors for quite a bit, and then I add some little touches that make it look a lot more like it was printed. One of the things that I did was offsetting the white, sort of making it so that the colors and the white don't perfectly line up to sort of imitate mistakes in the printmaking process. And then the other thing was adding that sort of rough border around the edge. The last thing, obviously, was sticking a lithotone texture over top of the whole thing that's got the light yellow, and then setting that to vivid light, and then duplicating that and setting that layer to, I believe, darken, which creates the illusion of texture and looks really, really nice. Personally, I'm really happy with how the heart came out. I think it just looks good. I thought it'd be a fun contrast to have this kind of gross imagery combined with this sort of sweet, cute color palette. Now moving on to the next one, I'm feeling eyes. I debated several different sayings for these, ranging from extremely creepy to somewhat sweet. But in the end, I just went for please notice me, so that it would have that tie-in with the previous Valentine. So we got 2 very polite cursed Valentines today. Isn't that lovely? I struggled a bit with the eyes. I usually don't draw eyelashes. I think it's one of those things, like comics background, you know? You don't tend to draw the eyelashes because they kind of distract from the eyes. You just make the upper lid line a little bit darker. But with anatomical eyes, especially in old etching illustrations, the eyelashes are really there. So I kind of struggled to resolve that. In the end, I just didn't add eyelashes. I know, very weak sauce of me. I did add a little texture to imply eyelashes, That's as good as you're gonna get from me. I think I actually went a little bit overboard with the etching on the eye, and as a result, I think it's a tiny bit over-detailed. I do still like it though. I think the veins are really nice, and I think the texture on the iris is also really nice. That said, I do still like my heart better. I think the heart's the better of the two. I use the same white, red, and blue pastel color composition as the previous one, but changed up the composition a bit. So sort of putting stuff in blocks and then layering it. I like combining the inorganic shapes with the organic forms. I think it just looks nice. It's one of those contrast things. I kept the sort of risograph elements of the texture and the offset white. And overall, though I don't think the two drawings that I made work very well together, I do like them both quite a bit individually. And, I hope you do too. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed. Feel free to comment your favorite cursed Valentines down in the bottom. Feel free to screenshot these Valentines and send them to your pals. I'm going for the intersection of wow and why here. So if you hand these Valentines to your friend, they'll either be delighted or they'll be very confused and maybe a little concerned. That's what we're going for here. Thanks for tuning in. Bit of a shorter video today because I am recovering from sickness and my microphone broke. I'll see you guys later.